Okay, folks, this is part two of my UFC 129 predictions, and I was just um, giving my prediction for the Jose Aldo Mark Hominick fight for the UFC featherweight title. Yeah, so basically, what I was saying in my George's Logic video a couple of days ago was that if Jose Aldo didn't become so reckless and actually tried to put some technique behind his strikes, he could probably easily outstrike Hominick because he has very sharp leg kicks, um, very good knees, whether it be in the tie clinch or flying knees. You know, also has good combinations. So yeah, if he comes out in this fight and at least tries to put some type of scientific flavor to that striking, I believe he could easily knock Mark Hominick out. But I guess we've come to know that Jose Aldo is a risk taker. He's a wild man. He's gonna be flying all over the place, and he's just gonna be swinging and all this other stuff, and um, that could be danger for him in this fight. Because, like I said, Hominick is a very intelligent, technically sound striker. I mean, I've looked at videos on this guy. I mean, this guy does combinations and jabs perfectly. I'm talking about to a T. That's probably like the closest I've seen, other than BJ Penn, of an MMA fighter that boxes or kickboxes as perfect as that. So, we'll see. Now, I've been hearing in a lot of other videos that Hominick doesn't check leg kicks well. If that is true, that could spell danger for him. I'm pretty sure that him and his team have been looking at footage of Jose Aldo, and I'm pretty sure they've been practicing checking those leg kicks. So hopefully he will. I think what Bocek needs to do from the outset is I think he needs to apply the pressure on Jose Aldo early. I think he needs to come forward, get his offense going, start letting off the combinations along with the jab. Well, first he needs to use the jab to set up the combinations, and then maybe fire some leg kicks of his own. Try to get Aldo up against the cage, and just basically try to keep him in his face, because Jose Aldo is a freakishly fast guy. So I think he needs to stay with Aldo step for step as far as standing up is concerned. If the fight does hit the ground, a lot of people fail to realize this, but Mark Hominick has some very underrated grappling ability. I've seen in a couple of his highlights, matter of fact, more than one highlight video of him submitting people. So I think people are overlooking his submission ability on the canvas. So Jose Aldo, I hope that he's been taking note of that too, and I hope he's aware. I was listening to him in the UFC 129 preview video saying that he doesn't care if his style matches up with his. I don't know if he's playing mind games with Hominick, or I don't know if that's just ego talking. But whatever the case may be, he doesn't need to take Hominick lightly, because he is a very worthy challenger of this title, and he could very well shock the world and beat Jose Aldo. But anyway, what I see happening in this fight is I see Mark Hominick rocking Aldo at least twice somewhere in between rounds. I think he's going to catch him because Hominick is a fast guy in his own right, and like I said, his boxing skills are very fundamentally sound, and he throws them with accuracy, um, and he does have power, as demonstrated in the George Roop fight. I mean, I know George Roop, may not be a considerable opponent for a lot of people, but be that as it may, Hominick still got the win. That's the bottom line, and he knocked him out in very impressive fashion. So, he does have some power in his fist, and he does punch with accuracy. Like I said, his technique is wonderful. So I do see him catching Aldo a couple of times in this fight. Now, how Aldo will recover, I don't know. But as much as I would love to see Hominick win this fight, for some reason, Jose Aldo's that reckless, abandoned style that he has, which I really don't prefer for, but whatever works for you, right? I just think that recklessness, in his striking, I think he's just gonna end up overwhelming Hominick. I'm not saying, he's gonna come out and just, waylay him, in the beginning, but, as he starts to get in his rhythm, he starts landing the leg kicks, starts landing a combination here and there, and he starts to wobble Hominick. I think he's going to start unloading, with the wild strikes, and one of them's going to end up catching Hominick. I don't know why I got Mark Bocek on my mind. Sorry about that, y'all. I just think, I don't know, man. I can really envision Mark Hominick winning this fight for some reason. I really can. I can imagine him winning the fight, but you know what? I gotta go with my brain on this, and I'm gonna say Jose Aldo finishes this fight somewhere in the third round. I think it's gonna be by TKO on the ground, because Jose Aldo does have good control from the mount, and even from the back as well. Like when he takes somebody's back, he's very good there. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Jose Aldo third round TKO. That's just what my brain is telling me. That's just the intelligence. I'm just picking off of intelligence right now. But in my gut, I'm rooting for Mark Hominick. I would love to see Mark Hominick win the UFC featherweight title. So I'm rooting for you, Mark. I am. I hope you win. I hope you prove me wrong. I will be gladly, I would be, gladly happy to be proven wrong. I wouldn't have a problem being proven wrong, because I like Mark Hominick. I think he's, a nice guy, very disciplined. Like I said, he's very intelligent. So I'm rooting for you, Mark. I really am. I really am. So, prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. Okay. Now, for the main event of the night, the UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. George St. Pierre versus Jay Shields. Now, this is another fight, that's tough to call, because I know that St. Pierre has more ways to win in this fight, and I know what he's going to do to win this fight, because trust me, GSP's trainers can say all they want about how GSP is not afraid to go to the mat with Jake Shields. I'm telling you, in his human heart of hearts, yes, he is. George St. Pierre don't want none of Jake Shields on the mat. Trust me. Trust me. He does not want to go to the mat with Jake Shields. Jake Shields is too damn good of a wrestler, and for damn sure too good of a jiu-jitsu fighter. So George St. Pierre is going to keep this fight standing. He's going to utilize some of that newly found boxing ability that he's been working with Freddie Roach on. You're going to see his hand speed. He's going to be looking for combinations. He's going to be looking for right hooks. You know, you're going to see him throw a lot more power in his punches. He's going to be looking for leg kicks. And even, you know, he might even drop Jake Shields with a knee. Who knows? But George St. Pierre is going to keep this fight standing up, and he's going to try and knock Jake Shields out. I mean, it's no secret. George St. Pierre would be a fool, like pretty much people have been saying. George St. Pierre would be an idiot to go to the ground with Jake Shields. Now, he can let his ego get the best of him if he wants to and go down there with him. I'm telling you, he's going to get caught. And I think Jake Shields will get the takedown. I think he will get the takedown somewhere in this fight. I don't know which round, but he will get a takedown or two in that fight. Or in this fight, I should say. And, you know, I'll say he'll get maybe a few submission attempts. He'll come this close to submitting St. Pierre. And, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here. And I know I'm going to be wrong, because I picked against GSP before. You know, just to try it out. Because, I mean, come on. I mean, stating the obvious, that gets boring sometimes, right? I mean, really. Sometimes you want to be different. And, you know, you really want to, you know, challenge, you know, your inner predictor, I should say. You know, you want to challenge your interest, you know, as a MMA fan, you know. So that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say Jake Shields is gonna be the man to beat George St. Pierre. I think it's gonna happen somewhere either in the third or the fourth round. Jake Shields will get dropped. He will get dropped. Don't get me wrong, he will get dropped. But just like he did in the Dan Henderson fight, and he showed me something in that fight, he did. Because even though St. Pierre is going to display this new boxing skill he's been practicing, I still don't believe it'll be enough to actually knock Jake Shields out. Even though he's going to try to, but I think Jake Shields, as wild as he might be, I think he's going to still get that takedown on St. Pierre, and he's going to get on top of him, and he's either going to get him with an armbar or a Kimura. So I'm going to pick Jake Shields, late third round submission, and the new UFC welterweight champion. I know y'all gonna say I am so stupid for saying this, and I probably might end up being wrong anyway, but hey, I'm bold like that. They don't call me Intergalactic Brew for nothing. I'm just bold like that. I just got a feeling that Jake Shields can do it. So I'm picking Jake Shields either late to